Hello children, welcome back to our online classes. Today we are going to study one of the interesting lesson and important lesson of class 8 chapter 6 social studies minerals and mining. This is chapter 6 class 8 social studies. Children, have you ever seen any mineral in your house that is available? What are minerals and what is mining? We are going to study in this chapter. Now, let us study about what minerals are. Then we will move towards mining. Minerals in our houses. If you look around your house, you will find walls made of mud bricks or just mud joined with cement and sand. Your houses may be whitewashed with white lime. Your floors may be paved with kadapa stones. Pillars and rafters may be made of granite stones. Most of these materials are actually minerals that we get from the earth. Mud, sand, lime, kadapa stone, or granite, etc. Again, if you look around your houses, you will find many objects made of metals like iron, copper, chrome, aluminium, etc. You may be wearing ornaments made of silver or gold. These are metals which have been separated or extracted from natural ores, which are also minerals. We use fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene. These two are extracted from mineral oils called crude petroleum. Other forms of fuel like coal and gas too are forms of minerals. In fact, the groundwater which we get from wells or bowels is also a mineral. In other words, almost anything which we obtain naturally from under the earth, which is not in the form of plants or animals, is a mineral. Children, we get different types of minerals from beneath the earth's surface. From where do we get minerals? It is available beneath the earth's surface. When we do mining work, we get different types of minerals that are present beneath the earth's surface. So, we find in our house also various types of minerals that are available. Like our walls are made up of cement and sand and different types of other minerals. Our houses are whitewashed different types of colors. Our houses are floored with different types of stones that are available in and around. So, we can see that different minerals are available. Like your mother, she might be wearing different types of ornaments like made up of gold, made up of silver, made up of diamond and different types of stones that may be available in that. Like the utensils that we use different types of utensils in our house, which is made up of silver, which is made up of steel, which is made up of aluminium. Different types of minerals are available in our house. Let us study about these minerals in greater detail. Renewable and non-renewable resources. But you remember always, children, we get minerals from beneath the earth's surface. Like you can take the example of petroleum. Petroleum is a crude form of oil that is extracted from beneath the earth's surface. About this we have studied in our previous classes also. Now let us study about renewable and non-renewable resources. Environmentalists differentiate between the two kinds of resources as renewable and non-renewable. What are renewable resources? Renewable resources are those resources which can be regenerated, like wood. If we cut a tree, we can plant another tree and hope that it will yield the same amount of wood after some years. Yes, it is very important, children, that deforestation should be stopped. Deforestation means, what is deforestation? Cutting of plants is called as deforestation. So, whenever a plant is cut, we have to plant another one. When a tree is cut, children, we have to plant a new one so that we have availability of oxygen and the other requirements that we get from these trees. However, if we use up a rock outcrop for preparing granite blocks and sell them off, we can plant another rock or make another one? No, this is highly impossible because this is a non-renewable resource. Since it is not possible to regenerate these resources, these are called as non-renewable or finite resources. Children, the resources which cannot be regenerated are called as non-renewable resources. Like you can take the example here. Renewable resource, we get solar energy. Solar energy is given by sun. So it is a renewable resource. The resource which cannot be regenerated, like you can take the example of fossil fuels or coal. Coal is being extracted from the mines. If we completely use these resources, they cannot be regenerated. They cannot be reproduced. So these resources are divided into two, that is renewable resource and non-renewable resources. Most minerals are non-renewable resources. Like you can see the nuclear energy, the natural gas, the coal and the various other minerals that are available to us. Like gold is one of the mineral, coal is one of the mineral, then we have aluminium, we have copper. These are the other types of minerals that are present in and around. Now, most minerals are non-renewable. If we continue using them, we will reach a stage when we will not have any more of these minerals. Let us take the case of gold. It is found in very limited quantities in deep mines. Now, gold is one of the important mineral. You can see that the cost of the gold is very high. And people prefer to have gold in their house. They make jewelry of different styles and designs and they wear this jewelry. Now if we are continuously extracting the gold, if the price is just, for example, if the price of gold is 10,000 rupees, it will be cheaper. So many people prefer to buy this gold. So there are few resources which cannot be regenerated and their price is also high. Like you can take the example of the Kolar gold fields that was there in India. Most minerals are non-renewable. If we continue using them, we will reach a stage when we will not have any more of these minerals. Look at the case of gold mines found in gold. It is found very limited in deep mines. The only gold mine in India is the Kolar gold field, had to be closed down. Similarly, coal or petroleum are non-renewable resources. There is only a limited amount of minerals available on the earth. We exhaust these minerals, they will not be available to us in future. These are non-renewable resources. So we need to be very careful when we are using these minerals, particularly the non-renewable resources, like continuous extraction of water from the beneath the earth's surface. Continuous extraction of petroleum will make our land barren. So whenever we use any mineral, we need to be very careful, because if we continuously exhaust these minerals, if we continuously take these minerals, what will be the result? For future purpose, the minerals won't be available. Now you have studied about renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Here is an example given for you children. An activity is also given. Some tabular information is also given. Now I want all of you all to classify the minerals that are renewable and non-renewable, and classify the metal and non-metal. And I want all of you all to read the table that is given below with some information. There are different minerals that are available and their uses are also given. So read thoroughly. There are some important minerals and their uses. And I want all of you all to complete this activity, that is renewable resources, non-renewable resources, and metallic and non-metallic table. So I hope all of you have understood this and complete your homework, children. That is the activity that is given in your textbook, page number 63. read the lesson thoroughly in order to do this activity. Thank you for watching this video.